Hi, I'm Stephen from Career Fit. In this video, I want to talk about some of the most common challenges in career guidance today and how we, as professionals, can tackle them. These challenges are not just frustrating, but they can have a lasting impact on the lives of the young people and the adults that we're supporting. I also want to touch on one particularly serious issue, the risk of students ending up as NEET, or not in education, employment or training, simply because they chose the wrong course or pathway. So in this video, I want to have a look at those hurdles and look at how we can help people to make better informed and more confident career decisions. One of the most persistent problems is the mismatch between what students think careers are like and the reality of those jobs. They're bombarded with information, some useful, some wildly misleading, from social media, family, teachers and peers. The sheer volume of content can leave them more confused than ever. Also, with the pace of change in the job market, especially around automation, green jobs and digital skills, students often don't know what roles even exist, never mind how to get there. Many of them are making decisions with outdated or incomplete knowledge of the world of work. We ask young people to make big decisions about subjects, courses and careers at a time when they're still figuring out who they are. The pressure to pick a path, whether it's through CAO, apprenticeships or work-based learning, can cause anxiety and lead to snap decisions. This is made worse when schools are under pressure to deliver results and fill specific programs. Sometimes the advice students receive is more about institutional priorities than personal fit. More often than not, students just don't get enough chance to sit down with a trained career guidance counsellor. Whether it's due to budget cuts, overloaded staff, or simply not enough hours in the week, many schools and colleges struggle to give personalised support. And for parents and the guardians that are trying to help at home, navigating career options without expert knowledge can feel like being lost in a maze. The issue of NEETs is becoming even more serious. Choosing the wrong course or career path can lead to disengagement, dropping out, and ultimately ending up as not in education, employment, or training. Once someone is no longer in education, employment, or training, it becomes much harder to re-engage and build momentum again. We've all seen students who start a degree only to realize that they hate it, or who go into a trade because it was suggested, not because it suited them. These mismatches don't just waste time and money, they can damage confidence, limit future opportunities, and in some cases trigger mental health challenges. Helping someone to explore their interests and natural abilities is a powerful way to unlock self-awareness. Rather than starting with job titles or salary figures, start with the individual. What lights them up? What comes naturally to them? A tool like Career Fit, which matches people with careers based on their unique combination of interests and aptitudes, can give a much clearer sense of direction. When students see a job that matches who they are, not just what they're told to do, they're more likely to stay engaged and committed. Young people connect with stories, whether from peers, professionals, or alumni. Hearing how someone else found their path, including the mistakes that were made along the way, makes the world of work feel more real and relatable. These stories can help break down stereotypes and broaden understanding of what's possible. Encouraging students to reflect on their choices and not just to rush into them can make a huge difference. Structured conversations, guided self-assessments, and goal setting can help people to think about not just what job do I want, but also what life do I want to live. We should also normalize the idea that it's okay to change direction. Career journeys are rarely linear, and giving students permission to adapt and reduce the fear of getting it wrong goes a long way. Plus, the students of today are going to have multiple long-term careers. We often focus just on the students, but the people around them matter just as much. Parents, guardians, and the teachers are the ones who get the questions at home or after class. Offering them basic training, tools, or even just a reliable source of information can make their support much more effective. As career professionals, we also need to advocate for more resources. Every young person should have access to qualified career guidance, not just in their final year, but throughout their education. Career guidance is not just a one-off conversation, it's a process. The bottom line is when we take the time to understand each individual's strengths and motivations, we reduce the risk of poor choices that can derail a person's future. When we support them with the right tools, knowledge, and encouragement, we give them the best chance at thriving in work and in life. If you found this video useful and you'd like to see more content aimed at supporting career guidance counsellors, please consider subscribing. If you've seen similar challenges in your work, or if there's any specific tools or strategies that you found helpful, I'd love to hear your experiences. And if you have any suggestions for topics that you'd like to see covered on the channel, please get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Look forward to speaking with you soon.